Hi, well, I went to the ear, nose, and throat doctor today, and he did the scope. He sticks a scope through my nose and goes down, and it looked a lot better than when I first got my first scope. He showed a before and after picture. The first picture looked like strawberry oatmeal with cream in it. It looked like it was a mess. Like there's so much phlegm in there. And today it looked normal. Rob said it looked like a lady's lips.
I just
It
said
looked
lips.
like a lady who got lip injections.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked, I don't know if it looked healthy or not. But here's the sobering news I got today. I didn't realize this. If the cancer is gone now, they haven't said yet. I might have to wait till the end of this year to know. I don't know. Well, anyways, if the cancer is gone and I keep smoking, if it comes back, what?
Regardless of the smoking. If it comes back one way or another.
If it comes back, they're going to have to do the tracheotomy. Is that what it's called?
Laryngectomy.
Laryngectomy. They're going to have to do a laryngectomy. None of this radiation chemo stuff. We're talking surgery.
But continuing to smoke increases the chances that it'll come
Right.
back. So
yeah, I thought, well, it would suck to not be able to talk anymore. Do you realize how disruptive that would be? And I think Val Kilmer, he had two tracheotomies, right?
Mhm.
Val Kilmer died of pneumonia. Complications of that procedure messes up your eating. You have to I think with trachs you gotta hold it a certain way to talk and hold it a certain way to eat. The stoma. Well, anyways, I got one cigarette left in the pack that's open, and I'm not playing games anymore. I'm not going to get upset by it. See, when I got the cancer, right, I was like, I numb myself. I got a shield of disbelief, and I just go through the motions. So if I have to get, in the future, to get rid of my voice box, then I'll go through the motions, and then I guess I have to freaking blog instead of make videos, right? And that'll be a happy day for Rob.
you can make scripts and make videos that way.
Right. You can do my voice.
Sure.
So anyways, that's sobering news, but really it looked, you couldn't even see any organs. The before picture, it was just a blob of red with white specks. My voice was so messed it's not doing great today. My voice was so messed up back then that I could barely get out the words and I was straining to talk. There's a big blob of phlegm back there. So anyways, that I'm making this video mercifully short. I bought a lot of books lately for cheap at rummage sales at churches and things like that. If you want to see that sort of thing from me, leave a comment below saying, yeah, we want to see your favorite old books or books you got. I bought Roger Ebert's book off of eBay, and I really ought to read that for perspective because the poor guy lost his lower jaw, couldn't drink, eat, or speak, couldn't drink. Now imagine if you got a tickle in your throat, it's like, oh, I'll reach for some water. Well, he couldn't do that, could he? Rob is shaking his head no. Gotta narrate this shit. Great, I cussed. Well, anyways.
You get to hear Melinda saying my favorite funny phrase of hers. Anyways, it's a contraction of well anyways. W apostrophe A-N-Y W-A-Y-S. Anyways.
Well, I got a lot of reasons to read the Bible and prayer books. I think I got till November with my nice friend, the Larynx. And let's hope If I quit smoking, it ain't if. It's today. I got one left upstairs, one left in the open pack. I'm going to smoke that sucker. I'm going to just... I quit for a week right after I was diagnosed. Then I got the feeding tube, and it all hit me. And I'll finally give it away. I had a tantrum. It involved holding a stick vac and jamming it up and down.
Trying to break it.
And said, "Give me cigarettes, give me cigarettes." And like, I didn't have the trick. I didn't know you could tighten the thing on the feeding tube where it was closer to the skin. So I kept leaking every day. I'd wake up and the top of my leggings would be wet. So I thought, oh my gosh, I really messed myself up by doing that. But
oh, you mean you thought that the stress, the strain of smacking
that vigorous movement, it was because... Can I show it?
And they said, no, don't worry about that. No,
no,
you did before. You did in an earlier video.
Yeah, if you see somebody with a feeding tube, they got the gauze that gets the incidental leakage, which is little. You can hold the tube and move the little gasket thing closer to the skin, and that's what I figured that out on my own. Because I was sick. I was like afraid I wouldn't be having messed up legging bands forever. But still...
I don't want to name the doctor, but one of the doctors said...
don't say his name.
No, yeah, I'm not going to say his name, but he said the tube is at a 5.
Oh,
you don't want it to go to a 2 or an 8. You want it to stay at a 5. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. I thought he meant markings on the tube.
Freaking,
maybe he meant
metric.
Centimeters.
It might be metric.
Don't pull it out so that it's more centimeters, but he didn't explain worth a damn.
I just tighten it every time I clean my gauze. I change the gauze at least once a day. I'm still having to force myself to get in there and shower, but once I get in there and do it, it's like no big deal. And this feeding tube thing, I hardly want to eat still. I can drink. My favorite thing now, I have 3 days in a row, is Wendy's cold brew frosty caramel. And I get the large, but I need to
you gotta say
they'll gradually ease me into eating. They'll remove the feedings I have to get. They already know that the midday feeding that doesn't require medication, I'm drinking a smoothie. But I gotta it's gotta come back, that desire to eat and the ease and the joy of eating. It's like...
Tell them about what things you've eaten lately that were you weren't able to eat in the recent past.
I ate some macaroni and cheese, and what I did is I doctored it up. I got Rob to get some cottage cheese, so that's even more calories. See, it's about getting them calories right now, and I'm gaining weight, and they'll like that. The medical professionals will like it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyways, this video's long enough, and I'll smoke that one last cigarette. And then I think, Melinda, you want to be able to talk well into the future. You don't want to get pneumonia from an infected stoma. Pneumonia from an infected stoma. That doesn't rhyme.
Almost.
I'm not trying to be melodramatic here. I wish they had said that months ago.
It wouldn't have made a difference.
It wouldn't have made a difference, but now it does, because it's like...
I'm glad he said something that got to you.
But did he say that the imaging today looked better? What were his exact words?
I don't remember his exact words. He said it was better.
He didn't say I'm all clear, but he said it looks better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you saw the first picture. It looked like something you'd eat for breakfast or something.
And he said neither of us know what the normal size of it is or how pink or red it normally looks.
Yeah.
And he said right now it's still inflamed, and even, I think he said, like marks on it from the radiation. Okay. And it's healing from that. But yeah, they told us it'd be 3 months after Cinco de Mayo, that the inflammation would be reduced enough to take the PET scan.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
So this was supposed to be a 5-minute long video, and it's 10 minutes. So Rob has a video coming up. This guy named Rob, he makes these really great podcasts, and he's gonna be a household name one day, bigger than Logan Paul. It'll be Rob versus Mike Tyson podcast off.
All right, good. I'll get him as long as I can do it scripted.
Okay. Bye bye.